What's up, everybody? It has been a long time since I've seen you guys last, and to give you all a quick update with what's been going on, I unfortunately lost someone very close to me. My aunt lost her battle to cancer. So it's been, a lot of time with the family, a lot of time just kind of grieving and making sure my mind was right before coming back to reacting. So I apologize for the fact that I haven't really put anything out at all. I feel like I'm in a good place now to come back, but of course, when dealing with the loss, there's no guide or book that can tell you how to grieve and what that looks like. So I hope no one else has ever had to deal with that. And I hope I never really have to deal with that again. It was brutal. And so, yeah, I have so many things I'm catching up to. I went through all my videos previously right before this abruptly happened and wrote everything down. So I am going to catch up on everything. Have not forgotten about Ren. If you guys are wondering where I was, that is where I was. This is my first video back. So I've not done a reaction since it's definitely been over a month. But it's been some rough times. So I'm excited to look forward to music, get ourselves back on track. All right, back on track. Today we have Ren Money Game. No idea what we're expecting here, which is the best kind of my favorite reactions is to like not knowing. Because Ren tells the story and I'm just here to listen. Without any further ado, I think there's 3 parts to this. We'll start with part 1 right now. Money Game.
It's a strange time we're living in. War can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theory, strife, fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose who's fooling who. A ball chained to your shoes on pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole war burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. But money was invented for trade. But now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer. His finger on the trigger of a...
Wow. Okay. I did not know to be all about corruption and money. I'm in. I love talking about this stuff. If you guys have watched any of my past videos, you guys know we love talking about that here. Yeah, it will turn. Money is literally the root of all evil, and they say that for a reason. I love that he just said turning a saint into a sinner, was a child into a killer. Like, yeah, money will make you do crazy things, and people will do just about anything for it. And the world will burn because of the fact that we're all just trying to chase money. The greediness, right? Greed runs the world. I'm going to save all this because I'm sure there's a lot more that's going to be told. I'm in love with this, and just the guitar and him telling the story. We're all in class and we're all listening.
A child into a killer. His finger on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop.
What's happening? What's about to pop off?
Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas that keep us separate. When they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets. They say badly through gritted teeth. That's my right to hate. That's freedom of speech. But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered the middle class savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames, you denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're the immigrant, cause all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent. I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonized by Rome, and also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we made the same mistakes all again. Demonize a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat. The same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions are our own and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle we sleep. Rain, 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 rain.
I actually love not just the beat, but the way he has, it doesn't matter like what you guys believe in, right? I always say this, okay? Like I said, I've talked about this plenty on this channel. When it comes to politics, it should take up this much of your time because there is no left and right. I've said this a million times. People can agree or disagree, that's your prerogative, but there really is. I think that the system is created to pin people against each other. And if you wake up to that, right, you don't fit in a box. You can see the world for what it is. And I like his fresh perspective on everything that he's talking about, and even if you don't agree with what he's talking about, you got to respect the fact that the way he has this in a nice package, people are going to listen, right? When it comes to sending a message out, right? Standing up for what you believe in. I think this is a fun way to do it. And I think it'll reach the masses. I'm sure this had like 5 million or something. This had a crazy amount. But my point is, always stand up for what you believe in. And when you want to tell a story, it's important not to, like, politicians, they love to either spew hatred or, like he talked about, they say things that they don't even do themselves, right? Listen to what I say, not as I do. So I just feel like, he's really shining a light on some things. He's shining a light on some things and showing you the way that basically politicians are demons. Long story short, right? I'm not gonna get into a rant. This is about Ren, but this is really, I like what he's doing. I like the package of which he is basically putting his message in a nice little bow and sending it out there, Just anything I say makes sense. Guys, this is my first reaction back. Like, I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. But I really like this.
A storm, it comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we'd like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game.
Oh. So that guy's out. Actually thought I thought he wasn't gonna be with us. I did not see that. He's given him eyes. I like that all little things that he's done is like everything with the baseball bat and the drawing of the eyes, and the guy with the guitarist was stomping his feet, all of which went to the beat. I don't know if anyone else noticed that. I did. Nice touch. Nice touch. Is he gonna set himself on fire? Ain't no way. Wait, this is crazy. What? Wait, what? What? He set himself on fire? Okay. Wait, I wasn't ready. Actually, I didn't know that me talking at the end would be like the end of the song. Like, I thought we still had some time to go. Why is this song over? I was like, literally, I thought we had like another minute. I did not know. I thought we had more song. Wait, now I'm really sad about this. Now I'm really sad about this. I really enjoyed that. I do. I think the way that you know what Ren reminds me of? Like an actual like rebel leader. You know what I mean? This guy could lead a revolution. Just in his words and how he can command everyone's attention. He's like a natural born leader. You know what I mean? Um I'm excited for parts 2 and 3. I think this is a great way to set the stage for like what's coming. I think I've like First of all, he set himself on fire, which for me is like symbolic. I think that if we all chase after the dollar, what we're doing is we end up hurting ourselves. We end up burning for a multitude of reasons, right? You lose sight on who you are. You can do bad things to get money, all of which you're setting yourself on fire because you're literally hurting yourself to get ahead and you hurt everyone around you, right? I can take that very symbolically. What did you guys think of that? I was not expecting that. That poor guitar player, you know what I mean? I really liked what he talked about, just the overall message that when it comes to politicians, right, they spew a message that they don't follow themselves. They tell you to walk a certain way that they don't walk themselves, just for their votes, just for people to vote. A lot of people just follow like sheep. I really like that. Gave us a bit of a history lesson. Like I said, I think Ren, he speaks on things that is meaningful to him. And I think that's one thing I respect him so much for is that he speaks from the heart and he sings about things that are important to him. And a lot of people can relate to that. You know what I mean? I really enjoyed it. The beat, and his voice, again, we just saw it on the last video, like how well he can sing. So I love that he incorporated that, but just him and the guitar, that's all you need. The fact that he can capture all of us, like have us all honed in on him with just his voice and a guitar is just, it's telling. So I really enjoyed that one. Okay, I really enjoyed that one. I can't wait for part 2 and part 3. Money game, hello. So I'm excited to see where that goes. Like it set this, I feel like we set a good part 1. We set the stage. So I'm excited to see where this goes. Yeah, I don't know. Is he talking about like British Parliament? Guys, you have to keep me educated. Is this towards Britain or like other world leaders or like I don't know. I don't know much about when I mean much, I really don't know anything about the British Parliament except for the fact that you guys have to wear those like they wear those wigs. You know, that make him look like George Washington. But I don't really know anything about British politics or anything like that. So keep me filled in. What was the message, you know? Was it just towards you? Was it towards... I don't know. But guys, I really enjoyed this. I can't wait for part 2 and part 3. I think I have some other rents that are going to be coming up as well. Everything that you guys have basically commented on the last video, I will be taking care of that. Thank you all so much for bearing with me on this one. It's good to be back. Feels good to be back. I can't wait to see you all again. Don't forget to drop a comment, okay, on what you guys think of this video and what you thought about the song. What other Ren songs should I listen to? And please subscribe if you guys haven't already. I love you all so much. Thank you for bearing with me. I will see you all here on the next one.